Hi, welcome back to Curry Soap. My name is Julian and today we're going to be talking about some music or noise. Okay, so the band that we are going to talk about today is called Stalaggh. S-T-A-L-A-G-G-H. So Stalaggh is allegedly a nihilistic collaboration of some Dutch and Belgian musicians, and their main desire is to put out the most oppressive, ugly, terrible, unlistenable and not earworm kind of music, which basically is noise. They started with a trilogy of 3 songs, the first one being Projekt Nile, the second one Projekt Terror, and the third one Projekt Misanthropia. So the word misanthropia comes from the word misanthrope. The meaning of the word misanthrope is someone who distrusts or hates humanity. I'm gonna play a part of their song which so that you can get a grasp of what I'm talking about earlier. Okay, so after listening to that little portion of the music, what did you think? Because at first I felt some pressure in my temple here, and the back of my neck, my nape is kind of stiff, but after a while I just find it like quite... I tried to understand why did they do this kind of music. One of the screams actually belonged to a man who killed his mother by stabbing her 30 times, and the other one is someone who committed suicide right after finished recording. I don't know whether it was at the recording area or in the hospital. Okay, these screams belong to mental patients actually, and there are few of them which they brought to the recording area, but we'll get there later. Okay, so now you already know the why they created the music and all, but how? Mental patients. Okay, one of the band member works in a mental institution in Holland, and that's how they approached the hospital and they got access to the mental patients, which then they brought to the recording area. They went to the hospital, and how they got access was they came up with a proposal called a primal scream therapy for the mental patients there, which then the hospital agreed to. The band members brought the mental patients to an abandoned church out of at somewhere, and why they chose an abandoned church was because no one is around that area, and then it has the perfect surrounding, you know, the echoes and all that. Now if you go and play the recording of the entire primal scream therapy session, you will hear that there's a point where someone is actually choking, and that is one of the band member getting strangled by the mental patients, and they continued recording anyway. It was so extreme, and it was quite dangerous also at the same time while they were recording. Surprisingly, most of the patients said that they felt better after the scream therapy, except for the one that committed suicide after the recording lah. And once everything was done already, they sent the mental patients back to the mental hospital. So, and then the band went to the studio, they did some editing, they added some noise, some ambience, some black metal, all those sounds, drone sounds, and there you go, the recording of Projekt Misanthropia. Oh yeah, one of the patients who was suffering from schizophrenia at the time, he actually made a cover drawing for the Projekt Misanthropia CD, which you can see here. Being crazy also can get involved in music creation. Got involved in the drawing and all, and now the music is also quite known to, although it's not very famous lah, but maybe I should admit myself that food is given, they bathe you also, you have place to sleep, you don't need to worry about anything. Anyways, I'll include the link to the full Projekt Misanthropia recording, the song, in the description below, so if you want you can listen to the full 45 minutes of it. I suggest using headphones or earphones so that you can hear the full effects of the whole recording, but if you are not sure that you can handle all the screaming and all, I suggest you don't listen too long lah. Oh yeah, and if you're listening at night, turn the lights off and sweet dreams lah. Okay, until the next video, goodbye.